If you're a coach trying to grow your coaching business, or you're someone who wants to be either in a 9 to 5 trying to create your coaching business on the side, today we're going to be talking about the 3 mistakes that I see online coaches make that is keeping them broke and what to do about it instead. Hi, I'm Dr. Shannon Irvine, and I have a multiple $1 million coaching business online, helping business owners train their brains to learn how to get results. And I want to spill the tea. I want to start telling you what it takes to grow your coaching business really, and how simple it actually can be, and what steps that you need to take depending on what stage you're in to actually make it happen. So today I want to focus in on the 3 mistakes that I see happening in the market. And these 3 mistakes either sideline people, keep them spinning their wheels, but not getting anywhere quickly, and also having to replace clients. So let's dive in. Mistake number 1, I call it the pause mistake. So we make a decision to start a coaching business, and what happens is we delay or wait to get started before we're ready. And I know a lot of people that once they come into our certification, I'll ask, how long have you wanted to become a coach? And or how long have you been working on trying to become a coach? And I will hear things like 5 years, 3 years, 15 years. Listen, the biggest mistake that people make when they're starting out is they try to get everything perfect, dot the I's, cross the T's before they package their expertise and make offers in the marketplace. Now, we're going to a whole other video about how to take your expertise and package it up to have people lining up to buy from you. But that's not this video. So mistake number 1 I see is the wait till it's perfect. I'm going to try to plan out, map it out, analyze it, think about it. And in the reality is, the first thing you need to do in order to get started is to actually get started, to actually start talking about who you want to help and why you want to help them. And inside our certification, we walk through a very simple framework to do that. But here's what I want you to know. You're not even totally 100% clear yet, even if you've been coaching for a while, on what it's going to take to get it there if you're doing it all in think mode or analyze mode. It's in that action and learning mode that we really start to not only understand what it's going to take, but also understand what we like. Gosh, what's the definition of failure is building something that isn't what we love, right? And the only way we can know what it is that we love in terms of what we coach, how we coach, is to actually get out there and do it. So that's mistake number 1 is, and when I see people in this mode, they tend to be in consumption mode. They're doing 75,000 free marketing skills, strategy trainings, and they're doing a lot of planning, but they're the best kept secret, right? No one knows they actually can help. So that's mistake number 1. Now, how do we get out of that mistake? What we teach is something called Coach Launch Formula. I'll do another video to deep dive into that down the road, but it's really can be as simple as, once you really have packaged your expertise, you just get out there and start talking about it, because your vibe attracts your tribe and people start to listen once you start letting them know. Okay, so that's mistake number 1. Now, mistake number 2, and I see so many desiring coaches fall victim to this, and it is they really get sold the idea that they have to have big audiences and have these huge launches. I got to learn webinars. I've got to learn challenges. I have to dance on TikTok. I have to build all my socials first. I have to do a podcast. Now, there's nothing inherently wrong with any of those things. But what I see online a lot is business owners making it way too complicated because the market is selling complicated solutions. Yeah, I said it. I said it. When you look into companies like Coca-Cola or any of these large major companies, you can start to extrapolate some business foundational strategies that help them stay in a growth pattern regardless of economic times, world events, or anything that's going on. So why did we get kind of sucked into this idea that I have to have a course and I have to dance on TikTok and I have to be omnipresent? I know, Gary V, I hear you, I see you. But you know what? Why did we drink the Kool-Aid? And when we I want you to think about it being simple. Back in the day, pre-internet, if we wanted to offer our services, we'd have to actually shake someone's hand. We'd have to actually like, "Hi, my name is Dr. Shannon, and I can help you do XYZ," right? We had to have conversations, right? And it's a lost art. But all of the multi-million and eight-figure business owners are still having, you might not see it, but they're still having these conversations that are leading to conversion. Conversations that are leading to conversion. So that's great news, right? If you feel a little overwhelmed by all the noise in the marketplace and you're like, oh my gosh, I need a PhD just to learn what a funnel is, I can tell you, and I want to encourage you, I was able to get my business to $1,123,791 and some change by doing 4 simple steps, letting them know how I could help them, asking them if I can get on a call with them to help them a little further, get on a call and serve them deeply, and offer to go deeper with them on the results. I know, simple, crazy. But what if it can be simple? What if we're running around dancing like chickens with our head cut off? Unless you're a dancer, then get on with your bad self. But if we're doing that and we're not doing these business fundamentals that are so simple and can stand the test of time or whatever's happening in Facebook ads, this is the key right here. It's a big mistake I see people doing. When you develop this first, you feel so powerful that you know you can grow, dial it up, dial it back down if you want more freedom, but you will be able to have a successful coaching business. So that's mistake number 2, doing all the strategies to try to get that home run instead of doing the key business strategies that work time after time, decade after decade. Okay, that leads me to the third mistake that I see so many coaches making, and I made it too, to just truth be told. So I was trying to solve the glass ceiling myself. I was trying to get results that I didn't have. And at the end of the day, what are people buying when they're buying coaching? They don't actually want to coach, right? They want results. And so I remember before the neurocoach model was created, I was desperate to get past this entrepreneur glass ceiling. This, I could see everybody passing it, but I couldn't get past it myself. And that's what began the obsession with, how does the brain allow a result? How does the brain stop a result? And that was the birth going on to a PhD. I always say my PhD stands for desperate enough to go get a PhD to solve her problem. Okay. So here's mistake number 3, thinking you can just tell people what you've done and that they will get the same results that you have. See, people's subconscious minds are filled with patterns of the past they didn't choose, nor did they create. And they are running 90% of your clients' decisions, therefore their actions, therefore their results. Now we come in with a do what I did, follow my recipe, and that works until it doesn't. And you've experienced this, right? So I say with coaching, it's 2 hats. You've got a teaching hat, here's the steps, and you have a coaching hat. What you do when they're stopped, stuck, overwhelmed, all of the limiting beliefs that crop up. It's not their fault. It's a pattern of the past that needs to be removed from the brain's synaptic patterns. And so we've got to get, your clients have to get results. Yes, they need steps, but they also need 100% results 100% of the time. And to be honest with you, if you don't have that skill or you're not confident that you can get them deep, brain based, permanent, transformational results every single time, it's actually making you as a coach less secure in making offers. Because if you're not 100% sure, then there is that psychological brake being pumped when you're making your offers or making fewer offers. But if you think about it, if you knew without a shadow of a doubt, you could get results 100% of the time for your clients because, yes, you have a map to get them there, but you also know how to build a success pathway in the brain and remove those brake pedal beliefs that have been holding them back sometimes for decades with a brain-based results process and model, right? If you knew that, just ask yourself, tell me in the comments, like, how much more would you be making offers if you knew without a shadow of doubt you would get results? You would be telling them, like, you have to do this because this is going to get you the results that you need and you've been working on for 15 years, and look at the experience of this client, that client, that client. You would just be advocating so much for them to say yes, not because you're great, but because you know how to help them get the results they so desperately want. So, mistake number 3, just telling them what you tell them, maybe trying some NLP shifting techniques in the moment. Nothing against NLP, it's just temporary. It's a language pattern. So, you can't change a subconscious pattern by just shifting language. It's like telling somebody to think a different thought. They might be able to in the moment, but as soon as they get off the coaching call and they automatic programs that are running 90% of their decisions action results kick in, that language shift that happened on the coaching call goes bye-bye. So if you really want to crush it as a coach, if you want to get it started as a coach, or if you really want to get to the next level as a coach, get that edge, then really learning how to get brain-based results is the linchpin to all of this. And I popped a training down below that you can take a look, just going deeper into what is that level of results so that I can get that edge and get that skill and have that confidence to make offers. But these 3 mistakes, the good news is you don't have to run around like a chicken with your head cut off, dancing on socials, unless you want to. You don't have to do these big, messy launches and these big, complicated funnels. It can be simple. And when you have the skill to get your clients results 100% of the time, it becomes magical, because that's, my friend, is what creates a sold out coaching business. All right. Those are the 3 mistakes and what to do about it. Take a look down below and let me know in the comments. Are you just getting started as a coach, or are you trying to get the edge and up level and scale your coaching business? I would love to hear that in the comments down below, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.